Hey, it's Simi Lolu here, and today I want to just bring to your awareness the hacking attempt on Binance, on Binance. So for those of you who have accounts on Binance, just as I do, I recommend that you log on to your accounts and check to make sure all your balances are as they should be. Fortunately, Binance really were on top of this whole incident, I believe, from the get-go. So the hackers or the hacker didn't achieve his goal or her goal, I guess. Really didn't achieve his or her goal. I think it was meant to impact more accounts than it did. I do believe some accounts were impacted, but this is it. It happened yesterday, the 7th of March, 2018, and here on March 7th, UTC time, 14:58 to 14:59, so all within a minute or two, the VIA BTC pair market experienced abnormal trading activity. Our automatic risk management system was triggered and all withdrawals were halted immediately. This was part of a large-scale phishing and stealing attempt. Now, I'm glad that Binance are able to use this word attempt, because if it had been completely successful, then it would actually have been an actual hacking. So far, all funds are safe and no funds have been stolen. The hackers accumulated user account credentials over a long period of time. The earliest phishing attack seems to have dated back to early January 2018. However, it was around February 22, about a month later, where a heavy concentration of phishing attacks were seen using Unicode domains, looking very much like Binance.com, with the only difference being 2 dots at the bottom of 2 characters. So what that means is, if you look up in your URL box up here, what happened is that the hackers used some kind of a foreign keyboard of some sort that had letters with little symbols. So if you look up here, okay, let me go to, okay, here, www.binance.com, and what would happen is there'd be a little dot under the N or a little dot under the E or above, little symbols that would alert you to the fact that you're not signing on to the Binance.com, but you're signing on to a phishing website. So basically, such sites, hackers use them to acquire your account details. So it's very important when you're signing on to just check up here. And what I do is I'll check in this green secure box here and make sure we have this certificate valid code here, and that gives me a little sense of safety that I'm actually logging on to the real Binance.com. That is what happened. So many users fell for these traps and phishing attempts. So this had happened prior to yesterday, the 7th of March. If you happen to have been a victim, it's because you've been a little careless, or you've been a victim. Really depends on where you're coming from. Because for me, if that happened to me, it wouldn't really be carelessness, it would just be ignorance. So the best way you can protect yourselves is by being informed. After acquiring these user accounts, the hacker then simply created a trading API key for each account, but took no further action until yesterday. So this was really a calculated attempt to steal from Binance.com. Yesterday, within the aforementioned 2-minute period, the hackers used the API keys, placed a large number of market buys on the VIA BTC market, pushing the price high, while 31 pre-deposited accounts were there selling VIA at the top. This was an attempt to move the BTC from the phished account to the 31 accounts. Withdrawal requests were then attempted from these accounts immediately afterwards. However, as withdrawals were already automatically disabled by our risk management system. I mean, that is where the hero flies in and rescues the damsel in distress, or in this case, the Binance account holders, because their risk management system immediately was able to sense that something was not right. I won't really go into details of how the hackers did it because that's not too important. If you are interested, then this is exactly what they did. They purchased VIA when it was low. They purchased a lot of VIA when it was low, and it pushed the price up, and they'd already set up 31 accounts that they had already deposited with the VIA, and then they sold it because now the price was higher. I don't know. That is what they did. But it was not successful. Now it says the hackers were well organized. They were patient enough to not take any immediate action and waited for the most opportune moment to act. They also selected VIA, a coin with smaller liquidity, to maximize their own gains. Now some people were affected. If you read this last paragraph, after a thorough security check by Binance, we resumed withdrawals. Trading functionality was never affected. There are still some users whose accounts were phished by these hackers and their Bitcoin were used to buy VIA or other coins. Unfortunately, those trades did not execute against any of the hackers' accounts as counterpart. As such, we are not in a position to reverse those trades. We again advise all traders to take special precaution to secure their account credentials. So that is what happened in a nutshell, and the best thing you can do is to practice good and safe account access practice. So always just double check on the exchange or the account or whatever it is you're logging into when it comes to even your actual bank accounts, whatever that may be. Just keep an eye on that URL up there and make sure it all looks regular. And that's pretty much it. I hope you have not been affected, and I hope you have learned to stay safe online, use as much security measures as are provided by the app or by the website that you use. And that is pretty much it from me. Stay posted. There's always situations and things happening on this cryptocurrency space. It is a very volatile industry. Yes, you can make money, but equally, yes, there is a high risk that you can lose money. Stay posted, like this video, drop a comment, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. Oh, and also hit the notification bell. That helps you get my videos as soon as they come out. And I hope to catch you on the next video.